right, guys, we'll let Coach Pikiell kick it off with an opening statement here.
Just want to congratulate, Iowa played great today. I want to also, Patrick McCaffrey, happy that he got back playing. Always want your players to be healthy and happy. They played really well. Obviously, you can't turn the ball over, 18 times against a team like this that can score like that. And they really had it going. So, coaches does a great job. They got a lot of weapons. We didn't stop, Chris Murray. They got to the free throw line, and we turned the ball over way too many times, too. We made it a game, 8 minutes left, 1-point game. But, we were fighting the entire game.
Questions? Ellis?
Andre Hyatt, 16 points, 6 for 12, another performance for another team in scoring. What can you say for his recent uptick in point scoring contribution?
Well, he can score. He made some shots for us. He kind of got us back into it. Paul, 13 assists. Kind of kept clawing there. Paul gets a double-double. And, we had plenty of points in this game, but you can't go on the road and give up 90 to a really good basketball team. So, but Andre's been playing well for us, and we need him to continue that.
Any questions? Go ahead.
On Iowa scoring 93 points, credit that to their ball movement around the perimeter, or what can you say went wrong or right for them?
Well, a lot went right, obviously, but, we don't turn the ball over like that, and we started the game, was a bad pattern. 18's the season high for us. We don't turn the ball over like that. So more opportunities, then they get to the free throw line, and that's one of their strengths. So we got to defend without fouling, but they could pass the ball. They got really good players, and they're well coached.
How much more difficult are they to defend with Ulis scoring the way he is now?
Yeah, he's another good, he's a good player. They got a lot of guys, and, the way Sam Ford's playing, too, comes off, he's a guy you got to worry about. I thought we did a good job, on their post player. Rebraca is a good player. He had his way with us in the first game, but they have a lot of weapons. And obviously, when you turn the ball over, extra times, we shot 50% for the game, just can't get into they score kind of game with Iowa. It's not what you want to do, especially on the road.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Steve, Iowa's the only team that scored more than 75 on you twice. How much of this is just in basketball in general? It's just matchups.
Well, they score against everybody, so they average 81. That's what they do, and you got to do a really good job, holding them, 10 points under their average. That's what our goal was, and obviously, when you turn the ball over the way we did, that's not going to help your mission. And again, the free throw line, a lot of extra points from the free throw line. I think they made 29 free throws to our 10, so there's 19 points right there. So you got to defend them without fouling, but they score. That's what they do. And so when you play them, when we've had any success against them, it's when we've really, done a great job defensively. We did it in transition. We just didn't have it there.
What do you think about the spark that Dean had provided off the bench? Maybe this will give him a little confidence going forward on the offensive end?
Yeah, I got a lot. Dean, there's a guy that, I know could play. Today was, a good situation for him, too, to get in there. And he's got to, he's got to be ready to do that. And I have, a lot of confidence in him. He played really good basketball today, and we're going to need him against Minnesota.
Aaron?
Coach, talking about matchups, just in terms of Iowa, it seems like they match up pretty well size and versatility-wise compared to you guys. How much of a factor was that in both meetings this year?
Yeah, we're kind of a versatile team, too. We got good size, I think more, they got really good offensive players, and you got to take something away. I thought we did a great job. Last time we played them, Samford hurt us, obviously. But now, Chris Murray had an unbelievable night. So they got a lot of guys. Ulis is playing well. Perkins is always able to score. So you got to be on top of your game defensively because they make you pay the way they share the basketball and the way they pass it. But, it's like every team in the league got some good matchups and some bad matchups, and they got a lot of good offensive players.
Go ahead, Brian.
Steve, you're 10 games through a 20-game Big Ten schedule. Where do you think your team is at? What are you kind of hoping to get out of the last 10 games of the regular season?
Yeah, we're good. So, we're good. You want to win every game. This league isn't built that way. You know, but when we're focused and when our defense is where it needs to be and when we defend without fouling, you know, we shared the game tonight, 23 assists, you know, shot over 50%. So, you know, if we could have eliminated the turnovers, maybe it was a little different. But I love our fight. I mean, we'd never back down. We were down 11 at half. We got this thing to a 1-point game with 8 minutes. There wasn't a lot of good things going for us. We had a lot of guys in foul trouble, you know, so we had a lot of obstacles here. And obviously, you know, Iowa's an obstacle because they're playing really good basketball. And at home, they're really good. But I like this team a lot.
Anybody else? All
Okay,
right, guys.
appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.